And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And a fake attempt here, not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Too.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this is caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Daniel. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 21-0 our score after 1.
Longhorns 21, Hurricanes nothing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel. Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Martin to return. But he breaks through another tackle. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. And maybe the defense caught and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And a fake attempt here, not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, we have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel. He's going to launch it for Washington. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Buster Holiday with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The kicker.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
That's exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. That is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday on his way to a first half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes this off. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. To throw on third down, Daniel. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Now it's Martin. Continuing to fight for more. A big-time return there. 40 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 46-yard line.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And he is tight end, Walker. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Darren Walker, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. Wow, I mean, you talk about a guy catching absolute fire. That is now 5 first-half touchdown passes.
Partner, we haven't even hit halftime yet. I think this performance that we've seen thus far, there should be no question that he should stay under center the entire game. I know, we're talking about Coach O'Brien here. He may want to make a change, but I don't see it in this case. I see him staying with the hot hand. He's made the right decision before the game even started by handing him the ball. I think he'll let him play it out.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Daniel looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From midfield, here's Daniel. It's caught by Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Once again, Daniel. Now loose football. The ball comes out. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. Longhorn fans, they're saying Tommy who? They've got the big lead as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together and get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Operating from the gun. Daniel. Tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
This is taken around the 12. Shooting the tackle that gives him some room. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Rolling to his left. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdowns. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. No one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st down, it's Woods. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 33 yards that time.
At the 11-yard line.
On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the University of Miami, their offense, ready to get the drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Woods. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the corner later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yards to go.
On third down, Daniel. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Daniel's pass, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
For the Miami field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They're all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. Make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. From the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Daniel. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. From the gun, Daniel. And his throw here is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10, Daniel again. Jackson's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st down, Daniel. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Hurricanes, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Daniel on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, here's Daniel. Forced out to his left. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. But it's brought in by Washington. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On 1st down, it's Daniel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Horns 69, Hurricanes 7.
So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. Slater on the return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
4-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He took the hit one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards the pickup there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Mr. Holiday, 40 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Well, what a great start to the season here in the college.